I love the Caribbean, the beaches, the islands, and mostly the food. So today's menu, a beautiful shrimp, jicama, and mango salad with a sweet rice vinaigrette, fish fillets poached in a spicy Caribbean broth with gorgeous peppers, and a dessert that's one of my favorites. It's a bananas flambe with a Caribbean twist, served with soy vanilla sorbet. A bikini-friendly and earth-friendly menu that will leave you longing for the islands. I love the Caribbean and island culture, and today's menu is all about fabulous tropical flavors. Fruit, fresh seafood, all light and healthy. The first thing I'm gonna make is a fabulous shrimp salad, a cold salad with mango, jicama, and pineapple in a fabulous rice vinaigrette. So the first thing I'm gonna do is boil some shrimp. And I have some nice, just really little tiny ones here because they'll be perfect in our petite salad. Just put those in our boiling water. Give them a quick stir. Now these are gonna cook really quickly. I was gonna show you a great vegetarian version as well because they make a great vegan shrimp, and everywhere I went, the stores were out of them. So I guess the word is out. The vegan shrimp are really good and everybody's sold out. Alrighty, that's almost it. Another quick stir. Beautiful. Let's drain these. There, how quick and easy was that? Now I'm gonna cut our jicama. Our what? It's called jicama, and it's a fabulous root. It's really light and crunchy and sweet. So the first thing I'm gonna do is peel it. Okay, there, that's cleaned up nicely. Just gonna get rid of the skins here and slice this up. Just so crispy. This is gonna add such nice crunch in that salad, a nice contrast to the shrimp. I'm gonna add some mango. Now I've already cut this. I love mango. It is so sweet and so juicy. One of my favorite island fruits. And then pineapple, because if you're gonna make a shrimp salad, pineapple is a must. And it's really easy. Just cut off the top, cut off the bottom, and then just cut down the sides, cutting off the skin. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I tend to try to pick ones that smell really sweet and where you can pull a leaf out of the top quite easily. I know that's a little bit of an indicator that they're nice and ripe. I'm probably not gonna put all of this in the salad. Oh, look at this. Boy, is this a sweet, gorgeous pineapple. The acidity is really gonna be nice in the salad. Ah, beautiful. Now let's mix this together with our shrimp. Yum. Now to this I'm gonna add just a couple tablespoons of rice vinegar. It's a really nice light vinegar, and I think the taste is gonna combine really nicely with this. I'm also gonna add some orange juice. Just squeeze some fresh orange right in there. The citrus is gonna be fabulous with this. And I think I'll put some lemon in here. Just a little bit, and a little bit of fresh lime. Oh, this smells so good with all of these citrus fruits. And then just a little bit of kosher salt. Now my fingers are wet here, so I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit in there. Oh, beautiful. Give this a quick stir. I think normally before I'd serve this, I'd let it chill for a while. So you could even make it ahead of time and just let it sit and really let those flavors combine. But I'm going to show you a really pretty presentation. I have some lovely red Belgian endive. Or endive, or endive. I think I take the French pronunciation and the English pronunciation and I put them together into a totally different pronunciation. So it's endive or endive. And this red leaf is going to look so pretty in contrast to those other colors. Just going to scoop a little of this salad on there. Just kind of let it spill over the edge of the leaves. Mmm. What a great summer salad. Or any time that you just want something really light and fresh that's easy to do. Even if shrimp aren't fresh in your grocer, you can even do this with little frozen ones. Or the vegan ones. And I'm just going to top this with some pretty flat leaf parsley. It's kind of little sprigs at the bottom there. Gorgeous. Now coming up next, we have a fabulous Caribbean poached fish and a beautiful bananas flambe with vanilla soy sorbet. Fish is part of a healthy diet. We also have to make sure we're picking a fish that's healthy for the environment as well. Today I've selected a pollock, which is fished from a sustainable population using eco-friendly fishing methods. So, for our poaching broth, I'm going to start with half a cup of fish broth and half a cup of vegetable broth. I'm going to put that into my pan. To that, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of fresh thyme, 2 tablespoons of ginger, fresh minced, 2 tablespoons of garlic, fresh minced, about 10 allspice berries. Now those are actually dried allspice berries, and if you can't find them, you can use ground allspice as well. A tablespoon of pure organic cane sugar. That's going to balance out the vinegar and the lemon juice we add. About half a teaspoon of salt. Oops. Salt there. And a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I can smell all those flavors starting to combine already. Okay, now I'm going to add some habanero pepper or Scotch bonnet. And what that is one of these. And I'm touching this very gingerly because this is one of the hottest peppers in the world. And if you like heat, this is a wonderful spice to add to your food. If you don't like spicy, I'd leave this step out. And when you're cutting these, be very careful to wash your hands afterwards or even to use gloves while you're cutting it, because if you touch your eyes or your tongue, you could be in trouble. I'm putting about a half of a Scotch bonnet into my broth because I like spicy. Then I'm going to add 1 stalk of celery, finely chopped. And just give this a little stir here. I'm going to turn up our heat just a bit. And bring this to a nice simmer and really start to let those flavors combine. Then next I'm going to add half a sliced onion. And I have about half each julienne, yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper, and green bell pepper. They're going to be just beautiful in this dish, and the sweetness from those peppers is going to taste great. Now we're going to let this cook for just a minute until those peppers start to cook nicely. But we still want them firm when we poach our fish. So next I'm going to add the juice of a fresh squeezed lime. And this is so typical of island culture food, whether it's Thailand, the Caribbean. Limes are a big part of cooking. And that fabulous sweet acidity that they add really brings out the flavor in the fish and the rest of the food. Oh, it's going to be so good. Okay, while that's simmering, I am going to season my fish. I'm just gonna sprinkle with a teeny bit of salt and pepper. Because it's gonna pick up all of those fabulous flavors when I'm poaching it. I'm gonna do both sides, flip them over. You'll notice I'm very sparing with the salt when I cook, and the broths that I choose are always salt-free if I buy them in the store, but I do tend to make a lot of my own. Let's give this another quick stir. Okay, great, that's just about ready for us to add our fish. This is such a quick dish to cook and so healthy. I'm just gonna lay the fish right on top of our peppers there. I'm actually gonna scoot them out of the way a bit. I'm gonna reach in there and kind of pull the peppers aside so the fish scoots down into that broth. Try to just get some of the peppers and broth on top of the fish that just all those flavors get combined. Beautiful. When we come back, we're gonna plate our fish and start with our fabulous vanilla soy sorbet. This fish is done beautifully. It smells so good, and now it's time to plate it. Now I've made some sushi rice. Now a little trick that I learned when I was in Asia, in Thailand, to plate rice and make it look really nice, is first you put it in a cup or something that has a shape that you want to use, and you kind of pack it in there. It's also a nice way to know that you're having a cup of rice. I kind of believe in monitoring portions, because that way you know truly how much you're eating. Okay, now this should just slip out of there. There we go. That's how they do it in the restaurants. Now for the fish. I'm gonna cut these fillets in half because they're quite large. And just lean it up there like that, because we want to show it off. Oh, that's gorgeous. Alrighty. I'm gonna grab my ladle and get some of this fabulous broth and those beautiful vegetables in there. Do be a bit careful of those allspice berries, because they do stay hard when you cook. So if you're serving this dish for people, you may want to remove them first. Oh, wow. What a fabulous dish to serve. Restaurant style, just give it a quick clean around the rim and toss a little garnish. I have a little flat leaf parsley here to sprinkle over the top for some color, and then a couple larger leaves to kind of plate on top of the rice there. Fabulous. And next up, our vanilla soy sorbet. Now for our dessert challenge of the day. I'm gonna make Caribbean bananas flambe, and to go with it, a wonderful light soy vanilla sorbet. And it's so easy to make. It's gonna take me just a few minutes to get it from my blender to my ice cream maker. Voila. Alrighty. I'm gonna start with 1 cup of soy milk. You can use regular low-fat milk if you prefer. But most ice creams are made with heavy cream and even egg yolks, and that adds so much fat and cholesterol and calories. This is such a low-fat, low-calorie version, it's fabulous. Now I'm gonna add tofu. And that might sound strange, but when this blends down and is put into the ice cream maker and then freezes, you're never gonna be able to tell the difference. It just adds texture and consistency to the sorbet. To that, I'm gonna add 1 cup of veganized powdered sugar. Get my spatula there. To that, I'm gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, just a little bit there, and a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Okay, now we're just gonna blend this up. Ah, perfect. I love the smell of vanilla. Go ahead and put this in. This is gonna be so good. And if you don't tell your friends, they're not even gonna know it's soy-based. Okay, I'm going to turn this on, and in about 40 minutes, or depending on how your ice cream maker works, we're going to have beautiful soy sorbet. And then I'm going to make my Caribbean bananas flambe and a fabulous organic rum punch. I'm so excited because today I'm making one of my all-time favorite desserts, bananas flambe, and I'm making it with a fun Caribbean twist that makes it perfect for our menu. So I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of non-hydrogenated margarine. I always stress the non-hydrogenated part. And because we've done a low-fat sorbet, this is the only fat that's going into our dessert. To that, I'm going to add half a cup of brown sugar. I prefer organic sugar personally. And get that starting to melt and caramelize. To that, I'm going to add the juice of half an orange. And this is where I make it kind of my own special recipe. Or I think it's my own special recipe anyway. I love to add citrus to this. To me, it really brings out the flavor of the bananas and the rum. Okay, I'm going to add the juice of half a lime. And half a lemon. Oh, yum. I'm going to turn up my heat a bit and stir this around. Perfect, it's starting to reduce and all that sugar is starting to caramelize. Now I'm going to add my rum and flambe it. About half a cup of rum. Hit it with my torch. And it's just gonna lightly flambe that. Now while we're letting this cook down, I'm gonna peel my bananas. I have 2 gorgeous bananas here. And I just cut them right in the skins. Yum. Lay them in there. There. I break them up into pieces at the end anyway, so if they break as you're putting them in, not a problem. Now we're going to let this reduce as the bananas cook in there for just a couple minutes. Look how gorgeous that is. That's just cooking down beautifully, and I can smell the rum and the bananas and all that citrus in there. And that will just cook most of that alcohol off. This is such an impressive dish to cook for friends and really not that difficult. I'm gonna flip our bananas over. Ooh, and they are about done. While those are cooking, I am going to plate our sorbet. And just so it's easier to remove, I have an ice cream scoop and some hot water. Oh, this looks so good. Look at that. Wow. It's such a nice light alternative to dairy. Okay, scoop those bananas in. This smells so good. And now you have to pour this fabulous sauce over this. How gorgeous is that? And I'm just going to top it with a couple of lime slices. Behave. And next, a wonderful organic rum punch to top off the meal. We have our beautiful poached fish and Caribbean spices, our shrimp jicama and mango salad, and our lovely bananas flambe with vanilla sorbet. And now I'm gonna make an organic rum punch to top off the meal. Just gonna put some ice right into our glasses. Just filling those up. You know, they say, what's the most expensive ingredient in the Caribbean in a rum punch? It's the ice. Alrighty, now we're gonna add some mango juice. Some pineapple juice. All nice, beautiful tropical fruits. Some guava juice. This is gonna be so gorgeous and refreshing. And I'm just kind of layering the colors so that they don't seep all the way into each other, but just make kind of a pretty sunset effect. And of course, to top it off, some dark spiced organic rum. Of course, you can leave out the rum if you like. I'm gonna garnish that with a pineapple spear. Some pretty fruit. Just layer them up on the glasses there. Fabulous. To a healthier planet and a healthier you. Cool runnings.